Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'm headed to my mama's house because I got firewood for her because she heats her house with firewood, and I got a big ass bag of birdseed because one of her joys in life is watching the birds, and I want to make sure I take care of my mama. And got to go out and pick up some meats and things for the game today, and I'm still not sure what to fix. I think David Wiley's coming by. Mike will be there. I'm going to get some Jobu wings, of course, because we always got to have Jobu wings. But I'm not sure what else to have with it. Maybe some meatballs. I could do like a steak and cheese, just to the steak and cheese and stuff, so we can make some sandwiches with it or something. I don't know. But every time I have steak and cheese, it's not been good. And I've kind of ruled out having steak and cheese, so I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'll think about it. But anyway, today is, I'm wearing my shirt from the season opener, Cowboys Eagles. I can't believe we're already to part 2 of the season here of the Eagles. At least we're at home. It's not the season opener. And the Cowboys have gotten some reinforcements and had tragedy. Make no mistake about it. This could be a season-ending loss, basically. Your season technically isn't over, but for all intents and purposes, if you go to 4-6-1, you can pretty much cancel it out. You've got no room. You'd have to run the table and still get some help. If you win this game and some other things happen with other teams, you could end up being in a much better position. But it all starts with the Cowboys winning. What's on the table? Well, it would be some sour grapes if Dak Prescott throws for 160 yards, gets the Dallas Cowboys all-time record, and they lose. You know the pundits will be going out there, yep, that's Dak Prescott's career in a nutshell. Lots of yards, lots of stats in a loss. You know that's being set up. You know that's being set up. And the way that the Eagle fans have been, they have been merciless. They have been going balls deep without the baby oil. Okay, they have been going crazy, and it's just they need to be humbled for everybody's case, not just the Cowboys. They need to be humbled. They're going crazy, and if they get this win, we will never shut their ass up until they lose in the playoffs. So the Eagles, they want to get this thing squared away. They want to be able to get this win now, get a win over the Bears, wrap up the division before December. Cowboys, everything, and I mean everything, is on the line right now. This is a playoff game for the Dallas Cowboys. Make no bones about it. It is a playoff game. It is a must win. Now for the Cowboys, I hope that all of the work that we've done is not too late to save the season. If it is, so be it. At least you got players and positions for the future. See, a couple ways you can look at this. When the Rams were on a playoff run and they knew they had a really good team, they went out and they took a 3rd-round pick, and they got Von Miller, knowing that Von Miller was just going to be a rental. So think about this for a second. The Rams in the middle of the season gave up what we gave up to get George Pickens, knowing that he wasn't going to be re-signed. They signed Odell Beckham Jr. for that playoff run. Both of those guys weren't back after the season. Odell hurt his knee in the Super Bowl, and it was a year before he got back out on the field and was never the same. Von Miller goes to Buffalo. They gave up a lot of draft capital for that Super Bowl. The good thing is with the Cowboys, you don't look at what they've done. Kenny Clark, Quentin Williams, Logan Wilson and saying that's just for this season. Those guys are put in place for this season, but beyond, to rebuild a defense that for the last 2 years we have deconstructed. When you think about where this defense was 2 years ago to where it is now, you have very few people that are still on the roster. You've got Deron Bland, you got Osa Ndigazua, you still have Diggs, but you know he's on his way out. You had Sam Williams, you got to feel like he's on his way out. Who else? Malik Hooker, Donovan Wilson, and that's it. So you can see that the defections we have, the Dorrance Armstrong, Dante Fowler was, but Dante Fowler probably isn't back after this year, I doubt. But you can see that the team is turning over, okay? So you got your Overshones now. You got your Logan Wilson. Those are your starters. Your defensive front is now Kenny Clark and Quentin Williams. And Osa Ndigazua is now a rotational guy in part of that mix. A key rotational guy, but still a key guy. You've got Donovan E.Z. at edge rusher. Probably Dante Fowler. You got Clowney. That's another new one. You got Ceylon Carson out there. You got Deron Bland. And you got Savon Ravel. So this whole defense has been completely turned over. And you can kind of look at this the same way as our offensive line has been completely turned over, as well as our running back situation. The Cowboys kind of took their lumps last year with Dak Prescott being injured and Cooper Rush, and they turned over the offensive line with Tyler Guyton and with Cooper Beebe. And of course, the running game, we got rid of everybody that we knew and started over. That's the process that's happened this year. So going into next year, you have the basis of the team. And if they can go ahead and they can reel off a few wins and feel better, maybe they don't make the playoffs. But maybe this is like year 2 of where Jimmy Johnson was. Year 1 was completely abysmal. We've avoided that one. This is like year 2 of Jimmy Johnson. Now we'll see how we go going forward. And we'll see the early games. I'm going to go to Mama's house, get her her firewood, her bird seed, go to BJ's, get my meats and chicken wings and everything else that I need. And we'll be back at the man cave, ready to start this day off. I still can't believe that they ended up cutting Kaiir Elam yesterday. They ain't playing right now. Because, think about this with the Cowboys. How many times we usually just continue to play bad players and just say, okay, we're okay. That's fine. It's fine. No, they decided, that shit ain't working. Let's move on. And I like that. That's where they need to be more proactive than reactive. Okay? Let's start getting people in here before we have to say, is that guy good enough? I want to get people in here that we know are good enough. Alrighty, good people, as always, I appreciate y'all. And I hope you all are having a great day. And it's 9:13. We've got 7 hours and 12 minutes until kickoff. See you then.